Gautama Buddha and his disciples were constantly moving from village to village and from town to town. So as not to trouble the villagers at any one place, Gautama made a rule that they will never stay in a place for more than 3 days. In the monsoons, however, he allowed his disciples to take shelter at homes in larger towns together for 2 or 3 months. One day, as the monks went out to beg for alms, Ananda, Buddha's beloved disciple, encountered a beautiful woman who was a famous prostitute. The woman gave Ananda some food. She was enchanted by his handsome looks and his humble demeanor. She whispered coyly to him, "I hear that you monks are looking for shelter during the monsoons. Why don't you come and stay in my house?" Ananda looked at her and said, "Okay, but I must ask my master for his permission. It is our monastic norm." The prostitute was not happy about this, but she told Ananda she will wait for his response. Ananda went back to Gautama Buddha and said, "My master, there is a lady who is inviting me to stay with her. But she's a prostitute. Should I stay with her?" Gautama smiled and said, "If she is inviting you with affection, yes, you must go and stay there." Upon hearing this, the other disciples became confused and some even protested. But Buddha remained firm on his word. As the monsoons approached, Ananda went to the prostitute's house, but he was being followed by some of the other disciples who had decided to spy on him. When Ananda approached the house, the woman gave him a nice silk wrap to keep him warm. Ananda graciously took it and covered himself with it. When the disciples saw this, they took it as evidence that Ananda was going astray. Every evening, the woman cooked nice food for him, and Ananda ate with gratitude. Every night, she danced for him, and Ananda sat watching with utmost attention. When the disciples saw all this and heard the music, they thought Ananda had certainly fallen. They went to complain to Buddha, but Buddha kept silent. But as days passed, the complaints rose. So Buddha one day broke his silence and said, "Have patience, everyone. In time, you will have your answer." Time passed and eventually the rain stopped. When the time came to move on in a group, Ananda returned to Gautama. But this time, with him came a female monk. She was none other than that prostitute who, in the pious company of Ananda, renounced everything to become a disciple of Buddha. Welcoming the lady to his group, the Buddha said to his disciples, "So you see, if you have a pure heart, you cannot be corrupted, but you can transform the one that is corrupted." When a man of pure conscience like Ananda enters the house of a prostitute, it is the prostitute that changes, not the man of pure consciousness.